she's a savage, no comparison here. I'ma flip my hair and look back while I twerk in the mirror. All this money in a room, think some scammers in here. I'm coming straight up out that third. Whip the whip like I stirred it. Wood grain, we swerving, keeping his mind all on these curves. Cool fly like a bird, hold on him like birds. Always keep my word, no I don't do crosswords. Tell you when I ride him like them hot girls, them hits. I hop that shit the way I hopped out and slid. I pop my shit, now watch me pop up again. I mop the floor, now watch me sweep up these ends. Savage, classic, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid. What's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classic, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. It's the stallion and the beat. FaceTime going down.
Thank you. We miss you. We need to do sound check. Check. Check, check, check.
Hello.
Mic check.
Okay.
She over there digging.
Please mute all devices.
Oh,
I
Roy's
thought
not
that
on
was you.
this side.
www love the number jamradio.com. It's a little delayed today, but it's Friday. We keeping it real. We usually run a little bit behind when the drinks ain't flowing, and I apologize. I didn't make that stop today. I should have stopped and got us something to drink. But I apologize. We're gonna turn up. It's still Friday. We're gonna find some way to turn up. The Lord will make a way. How about that? I'm comedian Rillos. I'm just the host for today. I have the co-host in the building. Say what up to the people.
Hello, people. I'll give y'all my ice cream check. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. What's up, Miss Love? Miss Love in the building.
I'm cooling, you know.
What you been doing all day today, Miss Lovey?
I'm getting ready for the show, you know. All the artists, all the new people have stepped up their game. And so I have to actually do work and that sort of thing. So I've been working.
Speaking of new people, we got a couple new shows. I think what is it? 3 new shows?
Several new shows, yes.
Is it 3? We did 3 this week, though, right?
Yeah. 3.
All right. It was Tomorrow Today.
Yep.
The Man Cave.
Yep.
And the Battle of the Sexes.
Yes.
Me personally, like I watched their shows. Sherry did her show this week too.
Yeah.
But we already know Sherry doing her thing. But I actually watched the shows, and you know when you first watch people first doing their first radio show, it's a little jittery, and it's like, but these people are gonna be real good, and I feel like They're passionate. You can tell they're passionate about what they do.
Yes, I remember when you wandered in all big-eyed and enthusiastic.
I'm still big-eyed and enthusiastic. I've just been slacking as of late. I actually have a lot that I've been doing with work and stuff and trying to impress people because we just made a big change and I want to be the person in position, when it's time for me for that step up, because it's gonna have to be somebody that gets moved or promoted or something like that, and I want to be that person, so I'm just getting ready for that. So I'm doing extra stuff here and there, but I'm definitely gonna get back more active. Be on the lookout for a new Instagram page for the Real Rillos show. We're working on a name. It'll be here tomorrow. That's a guarantee. So we'll have the Instagram page up tomorrow. I don't know the name yet, but it will be available tomorrow for sure. What else do we got? Miss Levy. I'm just talking about the station stuff. Like,
I was gonna say, I was caught off guard by that question. Just the new shows is enough, really. I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's a lot.
Get you a mouthful of these shows, and we got people who are engaging too. So hop online if you see Love the Jam is live, and you see a topic, listed in the description that you can relate to or something that you want to talk about. Feel free to jump on a live, state your opinion. We're not gonna just overlook you, even if we don't like what you say. We still gonna respond to it. We gonna keep it 100 here, and just be real with ourselves, and that's why we're here on Friday. All right, today we got a couple of topics. Today we're going to be talking about sexting. A lot of people thinking when they saw sexting, now I'm going to just tell y'all, I started it off as if we're going to talk about sexting and that's all I put. I left it there. The story came across my page because of a guy that took sexting too far. And I'm like, well,
that's what y'all do.
That hey
Yes.
no.
That's what y'all do. Y'all
No. Women sex too.
No, I'm talking about too far. No, I'm talking about the too far. Guys don't know when the.
What's too far for you?
First off, I don't know if guys realize this, but there's a way to talk yourself out the draws. Like I don't know if guys have you ever had a guy love you that you really liked? Like there was check marks on each thing, and then one day he just talked himself out the draws. Like he said something.
Niggas always go too far.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, like you heard he said something or did something. You just like
nope.
Did he talk himself out of it? Did he just say something that was lame and you was like, nah?
That's
talking out of it. Like you just that one time, the first time you be like, okay, we can work with it, we can figure it out. Then you do it and you just be like,
can't fucking on this. Can't be fucking on this.
I always looked at talking yourself out of it as like the girl pretty much, she gonna give it to you. She knows she gonna give it to you. You just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that until she gets to the point where she like, hey, you know what? Like the surprise. You done talked about what you're gonna do so much. I was looking forward to the surprise of experiencing the moment itself, but you talked until I don't even want to see it no more. Like I don't want you. I mean, because like when I was growing up, like I wasn't I wasn't sexually active like that. But I went to school with a bunch of kids that were, and I knew what it was. I knew what it was about. But to hear them talking about it, like, oh no, I can't wait till we get da 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 da. At first, it's like, oh yeah, y'all in middle school, y'all doing y'all thing.
Middle school.
Y'all doing y'all thing, leave it at that. Then as it goes on and on, a lot of the people are like in middle school, those people stayed together. It wasn't like they was just with everybody. It was couples. I'm not saying they're not too young for it. It wasn't me.
What is because I know in Louisiana middle school is like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and I know Texas some of the schools are like middle school is like 8th grade or 7th grade.
Yeah.
So they was having sex in 6th
this 7th, 8th grade. This was 7th, 8th grade for me. I was in middle school.
Oh no!
But it wasn't anything that I cared about. Like in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, whatever, that's y'all business. But then when you start hearing them just talk to each other, and then the girls that's right around the age where a lot of girls are being fast and stuff, so they just just popping off at the mouth like it's nothing. And I'm like, hey, it's not attractive as is. Like that's one thing for me. It don't matter how a woman looks. If you up here just talking about it and talking bad and just using whatever language, it's just not sexy to me. Like That's just my personal preference. So
What do kids know about sex though? Like
You don't even know how to use it at 12.
You gotta think like back then, like sexting wasn't just relevant like that back then because we didn't have cell phones in middle school and stuff. Nowadays they all have cell phones, so it ain't no telling what messages are going out there right now. But when I was growing up, they was literally saying this stuff, and I'm like, huh, yeah, I know what it means.
Probably wasn't doing nothing but putting a tip in.
I don't know what they were doing, but I feel like they wasn't developed enough yet to be trying to be doing anything at all.
Not
Like
mature enough to take on sex. No, I'm just saying, sex is an emotional activity, just as it is physical. And so when you're like 13 and 12, and you give your body up, especially for young women, and you think that this person loves you. That could be a really hard thing for a young girl, even a young boy. I know some guys that said they lost their virginity at like 11 years old. I'm like, 11? Yeah.
These days, the boys are just as emotional as the girls. Believe it or not, like you see, I mean, even like when I got to high school, it was still going on, and you would see like guys grabbing girls and getting rough with them. When like a girl might say something flirtatious to her, they feel like, all right, we flirted with each other, we own, I own you, you own me. Eventually they sleep together or whatever. Then you see them beating on each other at school and getting in trouble and stuff like that. Like, and it's like you grew too attached to this person. Like it was the men beating, the boys hitting the girls, and it was
That's
like,
true, I know a couple like that.
Like as we get older, we see that women, it looks like women are more emotional. But when I look back at in high school, it was the men that was emotional. They couldn't even say hi to, one of your homeboys because it's like, oh yeah, you want to da-da-da-da-da-da. Now they fighting in school, getting kicked out of school. I ain't gonna say what school I went to because, I got friends on my page that was beating on women and women that was still getting beat on.
But I was just thinking like, it's maybe something that they see and they think that that's what a relationship is, so they duplicate it. So it's really like going.
It's a cycle.
So somebody at the house getting beat on.
Exactly. That's all they saw. That's what they see. That's what they realize or accept as a relationship. Because as young, they still don't have the critical thinking ability. So it's really just monkey see, monkey do.
That's even with toddlers. There's a little boy at my daughter's school, and his mama and dad are like in their late 40s, and he was like the late. Like, I don't want to say accident, but he was like accident. His older siblings are like his older siblings are 18 and
he wasn't playing.
Yeah, his older siblings are 18 and 17. So there was a time when he was just trying to, like, my daughter would walk around and he was trying to kiss her. Like and she would hit him in the face, and they had to like separate his classrooms from her, and then he went to different classrooms trying to kiss the other little girls. Yeah, and so they had to like move him. Yeah, they had to like move him after school, but he was doing what he saw. He probably saw his older brothers maybe kiss somebody, or his mom and daddy kiss.
He probably saw his daddy kissing on other women.
TV. Also.
TV.
No, I don't.
So it starts with anything. Everything is a cycle. Kids do what they see, even young adults, especially with women. Like girls, especially like. It's important for us as women, for me, I know, to lay down a strong foundation for my daughter so she knows what she needs to be mentally and all that stuff. Because I don't want nobody to run over my daughter.
I don't know. I just think with that particular instance, like if a child sees somebody like the mom and dad kissing all the time, the child sees them kissing each other, so he would adjust and know that all right, it's one person, he just ain't gonna be kissing everybody. So that kid daddy probably out here kissing.
But I don't know. The teacher was like, well, your daughter was slapping him and told him to move, and she just kept it pushing, and he still wasn't trying to give up.
I don't know. She should just.
He said he got.
I know. He wasn't giving up. That's rape if he not giving up.
But he wasn't trying to kiss her because it was like like little kids, they're like. But still, she was hitting him and he still wasn't giving up.
That's rape. I don't care what nobody say. Hey, I don't care. No, stop means stop at all ages.
No, for sure. But my daughter, she fight.
See, sometimes you gotta fight. Sometimes you gotta fight. You gotta fight them off sometimes.
No, she'll fight at any time.
Hey,
she don't want to be bothered.
Make sure you ain't out here kissing in front of these kids. Let's just put that out there. Like, affection. It's okay to be affectionate. It's okay to be affectionate in front of your kids here and there.
There's a level though. There's definitely a level.
Yeah.
Cause I grew up like my family is very affectionate. Like my uncles and stuff, they be smacking my aunts on the butt. And
Oh yeah,
like,
that's love
that's
right
normal.
there.
That's normal for us. But they definitely wouldn't just sit there and like.
Tongue, don't be
They
trying.
wouldn't be doing too much in
Yeah.
front of us. Like they pre-gaming before they about to get down. Like, you know, I'm saying they're not gonna do it, but some people do that. You know, some people they don't.
I
They be
wish
like, I'm
my
grown.
auntie-
This my house.
My
That's
uncle and auntie better not pregame in front of me. Hell no, that's disgusting. Hell no, y'all better go get y'all some alcohol and pregame on that.
But
That's,
even my mama was engaged like my whole childhood to my stepdad or whatever, and then when they separated, she dated, but she never brought him around us.
yeah, I mean, and even
So I don't
even
know.
if she did bring them around, y'all, I would expect the men to be respectful. Like, it's just certain things you shouldn't do, certain things kids shouldn't see till they get to a certain age, and certain things kids should just find out from their friends. I know you might be like, hey, what are these kids talking about? They gonna hear it anyway, but I'd rather them hear it than see it. You know,
Yeah.
and see their parents doing it. Because if your parents doing it, they gonna imitate that because they feel like it's comfortable, right? So, I'm gonna take a complete left turn because today's topic of sexting, that was just to throw y'all off a little bit. This was a story that I saw on the news, and I was actually listening to it again on the way here just to get more details to it. Sexting goes too far, and it was a guy. He had left his child in the car, and
This is not starting
That
off
is
well.
exactly. And he
Okay.
and he went into wherever he was at, and he was basically messaging women and looking at different pornographic sites, and left his kid in the car
To go on a pornographic site.
to go sexting and the whole time.
Hold on.
The
What
whole
you doing
time.
in the car?
Look. This is what's crazy about it, because it's like the story should be.
Why he can't just do it in the car? He on the phone.
Exactly. That should be the story. Like, hey, a child loses his life. Make sure you get your kids out of the
Baby
car.
died?
Yes. And
Because he got out the
Oh,
house.
he left him in the car.
but the whole story is about this guy sexting, and I'm sitting here like, sexting is really going too far, and they wouldn't have even knew what he was doing, but the way they're doing it now, when they arrest you, they checking your phones. So they
Yeah.
checked his phone. They went through every website he had been on all the way back to like June of 2018.
Just sexting away.
He had been messaging all these girls. He had been on all these different sites. Then they was basically painting the picture that, hey, this guy is on these sites because he's living a child-free lifestyle. And it's like, well, I'm sitting here thinking like, how do you live a child-free lifestyle? And they was like, well, he's only going to websites that people without children don't go to. I'm like, I thought everybody go to every website. If you think of a website, you gonna go to it, right? And they was like, well, it's a pattern. It's this and this and this and this, and he's living his life like he's single or doesn't want to have a child, and so he's actually on trial right now for it, and his family.
Like some premeditated murder type charges.
Exactly. So.
But that could just be his thing. You know, some men, I know men that have kids of their own, and they don't want another kid, so they talk to women that don't want children or don't have children.
That's cool. This is his kid, his birth kid. Like,
No, I get it, but I'm saying like I don't know. Personally, I don't feel like just because he was on the site that other people didn't have kids, it doesn't mean that he doesn't love his child or something.
yeah. So
It's like that's a little far.
No, they were using the fact that he was on these sites and painting the picture of him as if he wanted to live this lifestyle as a person that was single with no kids. That's the picture he was trying to portray.
And that's why he left his child in
Motive.
the car. Okay.
Yeah, so another thing they pulled up, which is crazy, all the way back in, I think, June or July 2018, he searched child dying in a car.
2 years, but that could have been an article or something.
Okay,
And he looked it up.
look, yes,
years ago?
that's
That's
all.
what he
That's
gonna
all
say.
it was.
That's what he gonna
no,
say.
this is what they looked up. This article was saying this. So you that's I've looked that up. Like me personally, like if I see,
there was a
if-
big case about that last year in New York when that dad he left his he was going to a custody battle between the mom and him, and he left the daughter. Well, he didn't leave her. He left her in the car and then chained her on the car.
oh
And
no,
then he he didn't want the mama to have her. She was
oh
like two.
that's too far.
Yeah.
That's too far. You don't do no kid like that.
Okay.
But it was just crazy all the stuff they pulling up because that's almost 2 years ago, like something you searched 2 years ago, and then on top of that, so they and when stuff like this happens, they don't investigate you, they investigate the people around you too. So they have a lot of his loved ones in the courtroom testifying, and basically they saying, hey, he's a loving father, we go on family trips, he got the kid with him, he taking care of his kid, this and that.
He's just a sex addict.
I guess so. But also they came back and they started investigating the wife. Him and his wife had taken out like insurance policies on the child.
That's how it started.
But the wife, the way they're saying is like the wife had nothing to do with it. She didn't know any of this was going on because it wasn't like,
it was just a coincidence. She took insurance out, and
it
this
wasn't
is what happened.
It wasn't major policies. Like when I think of me taking the insurance, I'm gonna get a couple $100,000. It was like a $2,000 Home Depot, like some cheap insurance that somebody exactly. So, but it's just crazy because this happened between this man was just doing this. It might have been it slipped his mind. He forgot the kid was in the backseat. Something as simple as that, and was doing this thing and came back, and the situation was there. But now they dragging your wife through it, talking about now that she had an insurance policy taken out on a kid, last year in December, but it was $2,000. She can't even get a casket for $2,000. That's stimulus money right there. You getting that back right now, so it ain't like she's gonna play a part and be like, all right, well you go this way and you do this and we'll play it off here and there. But it's just sad because now the mom is getting dragged through this and she didn't even have nothing to do, with this. It was just a situation that happened, and then it's Mother's Day weekend and she in court.
And the thing about it is, people don't realize that those situations, they affect the whole family.
Yep.
Because I know someone personally whose uncle went to jail for murder, and like my friend and their whole family got dragged through it. Like people at the church didn't want to talk to their mama no more. Like people that was friends with them. It's situations where it'd be like, you raised this person, like you raised.
Yeah. But
even though you didn't do anything, and I personally feel like you can raise your kids to how you want to raise them.
Yeah, they gonna do what they want to do.
They gonna do what they want to do when they're adults.
And it ain't like a lot of times it ain't doing what they want to do. A lot of people, a lot of children growing up, and even older people to this point, they don't really do what they want to do. They just listen to
They're
friends.
weak-minded.
Yeah, they listen. They never. But as a parent, we have to give our children a chance to become themselves. Like, give them a chance to make a decision for themselves. Like, hey, you can have a snack. Well, what do you want? Do you want chips? Yeah, they just go get this. Well, go get that. Go get that. You can't just be pointing them in a direction, because when they get tired of listening to you, they're not gonna be able to think on their own. They're gonna listen to the next person, and that next person might be a bad influence. Luckily, my parents raised me to be able to dissect, the bad influences. Like I had a friend growing up, and I had a couple friends growing up that was just always in trouble, and I was always in trouble myself. But for me, there was a line. Like I would get bad, be bad. Then when I get to that line, I know I'm getting a whooping. And then repeat it. I know I'm getting a whooping when I get to this. I had friends that would go past that line. Like
they wasn't even worried about the whooping. They say,
if I go to the office, I know they're gonna call my parents. I know I'm gonna get a whooping at home. I mean, it is what it is. Now, whether I'm gonna do what I'm doing to get in trouble, I'm gonna probably do it anyway. I'll take the whooping because I feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
But they would call my parents, and for the rest of the day, it's like, oh man, I already know what's going down when I get home.
Meanwhile, your friends
I'm riding with my friends home. They was like, it's whatever. So the whole time I'm thinking, man, these kids, they don't even get in trouble. Like, why my parents ain't cool like they parents cool? Till one day my parents didn't answer the phone, and they parents answered the phone. But when the principal hung up the phone, he was basically like, whatever, my parents ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, oh shit, your parents answered the phone, and you still cool about it? I just didn't know how to do that yet. So we get home and we get off the bus. His mom is in the yard washing the car. He got whooped with a water hose in the front yard. So remember I told you I got two friends, right? So he got whooped with a water hose. This other guy, his parents never ever answered the phone. But one time, I guess he had put the phone number of his brother on one of his sheets for a field trip or something like that. So they just saved that paper. Was like, well, we'll call this number next time. So they called the number, and the brother gave the phone to his mama. And then so the teacher was like, the principal was like, hey, you know, y'all can go back to the class, because they didn't answer at that time. But the brother called back, was like, hey, you know, is something wrong? And they was like, yeah, they've been getting in trouble. We trying to, you know, get in contact with a parent. But me and him didn't know any of this had happened. So we going about our school day like it's nothing. So when we get home, he comes straight to my house. We chilling or whatever. Then we walk to his house. So we like, wait, we finna go play the game at your house. We get inside his house. Like, the door is already open. Like, the screen door was closed, but the front door is open. He was like, damn, why my front door open? You know, my front door ain't never open just like this. I was like, well, maybe your mama just came in or something. Soon as we walked in the car, walked in the house, his mom was
waiting there.
His mom was ironing. She just hit him with the iron, and I just ran out of the house like, I don't want no parts of that. And I was just like, damn, like, that's when I started realizing, like, man, maybe my parents are doing it. Maybe my whoopings ain't so bad. So after that, I started getting more whoopings, because I'm like, well, shit, he getting whooped with iron, so my whooping. So even to this day, whenever I talk to these guys, if they say something slick to me, I'm like, remember that time you got whooped with a water hose? It ain't no coming back from a water hose or a hot iron. I think I think both of them in jail right now, which is crazy. That I'm glad I made the turn. But parents, getting back to the subject, you know, make sure you have an impact on your kids. Allow your kids to grow. It's okay to be strict, but give them the chance to make their own decisions here and there, and teach them right from wrong. And when they get older, you'll remember the things some of you taught them when they see their kids repeating some of those things. Mm-hmm. All right, so don't leave your kids in the car. Raise your kids up correctly. Right. The city of Houston is back open. All right. I want to see what y'all been up to. I know, Lovey, you probably been more, you know. Are we going to take a quick break? All right, yeah, we'll take a quick break, give them a chance to think about what they've been up to since the city's just opened back up. www.love2jam